Hi, welcome back to the channel. My name's Stuart and Jane. We're
No.
Hi, welcome back to the channel. We're Stu and Jane. We're Getaway Geese is our channel, our YouTube. Hi, welcome back to the channel. My name's Stuart and Jane, my wife. That's too bad.
This is the missus.
Hi, welcome back to the channel. Stuart and Jane. As you know, we're Getaway Geese. Just a short video really. We just wanted to do a bit of an announcement really, a bit of a life-changing event for us anyway.
We're getting divorced.
Yeah.
Sorry,
right.
Kids.
Yeah, Harry's going with me. No, we're I've been made redundant, which I'm fine about, but with that we've made a bit of a life-changing decision that we're going to have at least 12 months off with a view to actually retiring. It's my 60th year anyway this year, so we're going to give it a go. That allows us really to spend a bit more time doing the things we want to do, and one of those is actually spending more time in Harry. We've only been able to spend holidays really up till now, 2 weeks at a time, and the plan is to do sort of 6 months total over the year on average. You know, sort of 3 months we think in spring when it's quiet, and in autumn
when it's quiet
as well. So he's sort of doing that, and so then spending our time at home. We won't go off for 12 weeks necessarily at a time, but that's sort of the mix we're going to do. So yeah, so that's a bit of a change, as you can imagine. So I've been trying to get my head around it, or we've been trying to get our head around that. It's been quite busy the last 6 months to get to this point. So yeah, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go off on a trip, really, I guess, to empty my head more than anything else of
got
work.
A lot of stuff up there.
Yeah, I haven't been worked there for sort of applied continuous service for about 33 years.
But you were working long hours.
Long hours as well, so yeah. I'm pretty well mentally exhausted as well. So I'm going to be emptying my head on the first trip and that. But first of all, I really want to thank all the subscribers to the channel. You know, we really appreciate the channel that's grown now to over 1,700 subscribers. We want to try and grow the channel more, but we'll only do that if we're producing interesting content, and that's really down to if you guys like what we're doing. Obviously, put in the comments any thoughts on that, but what we're doing, what we should be doing, and what we shouldn't be doing. We'll take that on board. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. So we've had Harry now for
3.5 years.
Yeah, it was in November, wasn't it? Yeah, so it's been
2018.
3.5 years. We've done 13,000 miles. It seems so long ago when we bought Harry, because we were always going to buy. We always had this notion to buy a campervan. We've mentioned before
when you retired.
When I retired, but we thought no, let's do it while life's too short type stuff. So let's do it now. 3.5 years ago, and we did. And we've done about 13,000 miles, and mainly around the UK, Wales, Scotland, and we've really enjoyed it. It has to say.
Yeah, we loved it.
Yeah, but our plan was always to do longer trips, going to Europe, etc. So.
And we've never done more than 16 nights, have we?
No.
So that's going to be...
that'll be one of our first tests. We've always gone for 2 weeks, so you can pack for 2 weeks in Harry.
And treated it as a holiday.
And it's been a holiday, and we're going to have to treat it differently. Every day is going to be a holiday. There's a cost to that, which is why we've been trying to get ourselves onto wild camping in the last few trips, because we're going to have to. We can't afford to be paying £20-25 per night on site fees, and actually we don't want to either. Is the reality. So I think the first trip we're going to do, to be honest, we're just going to drive. We're going to go, I think, into Wales. We've got to go and visit Jane's mum up in Southport, and then we'll probably we'll go visit friends up in Yorkshire, meet up with them, Peak District, Yorkshire, Northumbria, maybe southern Scotland. Don't know. We're going to go away for 5 weeks, which in itself is going to be a test, because we've not done it before. We might have fallen out by then. We might be back after 2 weeks.
You might see Yorkshire.
You might not get to Yorkshire.
It might have all been over by Wales.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's the plan for the first trip. So wild camping is really important. We probably will still drop in on sites, but we're not being specific at the moment about, you know, how often, whatever, because I think we may need to drop in for showers and
if we can get away
laundry.
with it, we're going to try and get away with it.
Yeah.
Financially,
you know,
it's...
I mean, Ken and Carol on Life's Too Short inspire us that it can be done, because they do it week after week. So it's definitely, we got a bigger van, so it should be able to be done. But we're gonna find our own way. We're gonna find what suits us. So we'll see that, and then I think in June we're going to go for a week to one place. It is a site we're going to. It's Hay on Wye. We've done a couple of videos. We just love that place. It's a small CL. There's no there's no toilet block or showers. The place is great because it's right on the edge of Hay. And actually, one of the reasons we want to do that is we had a battery upgrade recently, and I want to see how long we can be on a static location without turning the van over, to see how long the batteries last. I'm hoping they last, you know, a week, because that gives us some other options when we go off into Europe more possibly, and that where we find a place and we just want to stop and not move for a while. I just want to know how far, how long, how push the batteries more than anything else. So we're going there for a week in June. And then at the moment we're penciling in going over to a trip that we cancelled in COVID to go over to Southern Ireland. But we're only going to go for 2 weeks then, or 2 to 3 weeks, maximum we're going to do. We're now going to go and do a 8 to 10 weeks. Now, I have no idea whether that's possible, because that's even pushing it, you know, it's pushing it a lot, pushing our relationship a lot.
It's not for everybody, is it?
It probably isn't for everybody, but we're going to go and try it. Because our plan then is to go into mainland Europe at a point in time. So
a lot of the YouTube videos that we watch, everyone seems to manage it really well.
Yeah, and we are getting there. It's becoming less stressful. No, we are. The last few wild camps have been less stressful to do it, in fairness. But we just haven't done it. You know, we haven't had to go through that laundry cycle of, you know, having to go and wash the clothes and all of that type of stuff, which is, I'm sure it's all easy to do, but it all just adds another dimension that we haven't done. And also, it's not a holiday, and I think that's the key point here. It's no longer a holiday. This is about
no Twixes,
moving round. No, I didn't know. Nobody said that. I didn't sign up for that. This is about moving round, probably small bits at a time, especially with fuel prices going up. We don't know how much that's going to cost us. So I think the other thing is, whilst we've put a budget together,
that's going to impact us, because it's just going to be shorter trips in the day rather than a good 2-hour drive. It might only be half an hour up the road. And I
always say that you only have to go around the corner. It's a different view and all of that. So our plan is to do, you know, smaller times, and maybe at times spend 1 or 2 nights. I suspect we're probably unlikely to spend more than 2 nights unless we find some unique location. But that's what we're going to do. We're going to dot our way around the UK, and I said the plan is to do Ireland. And like I say, we want to grow the channel, i.e. we want to produce more videos. I enjoy, you know, I can't just do stop work, so actually
not without
not without, you know, driving Jane nuts and that, but I need something to do. But I enjoy the creative process of video making, etc. And I've learned, or hopefully I've learned over the last 3.5 years, I've evolved to making better videos and watching other people be inspired by other channels, to be honest. So our plan is to grow that channel, and the reason we do the videos is, I think there's 2 parts to that. Is A, we do it to record our journey, because I think it's great to look back, and we do look back at it.
Because one of us has a really bad memory.
Yeah, so this allows Jane to watch the videos and remember where we did go. But also, when we were looking round, you know, lots of channels inspired us to travel, campervan, whatever that is. So if that's, you know, if we can pass on some tips that we've learned and mistakes we've learned, I'll be honest, along the way, and we'll share.
We watched so much YouTube, didn't we, about campervanning, because it does give you an idea, doesn't it?
It does,
and, you know, so what we saw, we liked, so... You know, hopefully if one person goes and buys a camper van.
And it may not be for everybody, and I think that's the other thing, is that, you know, have a look at it and you know, getting the right van for you or the right vehicle for you. all those sort of decisions you have to make, and there's a cost to it, etc. And so that's why we do it. So we would like to grow the channel, but that's down to people enjoying what we do, and liking the videos we create. So on that basis, by all means comment to us, what works, what doesn't work. Also, if you've got any questions you want to pose, what we'll do over the next series as we're emptying my head and we're travelling around, we'll dot a few of those Q&As into each of the videos, if you like. So put in the comment section any questions you've got. We'll try to answer them openly and honestly. Be nice, but ask away in that, and we'll respond accordingly. Before we go on the trip, I've got a couple of jobs I want to do on Harry. We've made some decisions to do a couple of larger jobs on Harry, rightly or wrongly. Again, you can express your opinion on that, whether we're wasting our time and all that. Because I think
by putting money
into the van, and the one thing that does worry me is fuel. Diesel, but outside of that is LPG. How do we add more batteries into if we want to go like induction cooking? And there's all those things to consider in the future, and they'll all be costs. So it's about making. We always said with Harry we wanted to have him for 10 years for payback. We thought, to get the most out of it. 10 years of memories, if you like.
Yeah, it needs to earn his keep. Put it that way.
And we've had 3.5, so we got 6.5 to do that. With the way the world's changing in all sorts of ways. Whether that's possible, God knows. But we'll try and evolve with that and maximise we can. We're probably going to go, hard and fast, I should say, for the first few years of using it, and
while you're still capable.
While I'm still capable, and we're still, married.
Yeah.
Halfway through the series, there may be somebody else sat next to me, of course, or maybe Jane sat with somebody else. Who knows? Okay, so to someone finally, thank you all for watching. Thank you for those that subscribe. It really does mean it, especially those people who comment, because we love the interaction.
Yeah,
actually,
we do. Yeah.
We really enjoy the interaction. So by all means, comment, ask away, etc. We do respond to every single comment, and our aim is to carry on doing that. We will be putting more videos out. Whether that be 1 or 2 a week, we don't know. We're not going to put ourselves under pressure, because we've seen this before with channels. They put themselves under pressure. We want to put good quality content out, but we also want to enjoy ourselves. We just got to get that balance right.
We haven't come out to put videos out, have we?
No. So we want to enjoy ourselves as well. So we'll see how that goes. But that needs to be at least 1 a week, I would say. Certainly when we've got trips going on, that's our aim. It'll take us a bit of a while, especially this first year is a bit of a crazy year. Now I've finished work and that, so we'll just see how that goes. Thanks all. So if you've enjoyed this video, if you enjoy our channel, give us a like, and if you can, subscribe to watch our future videos. And as I said, drop those questions into the comments, and we'll try and pick those up as we go through the next trip.